Welcome back, everyone. I am really struggling with this little tickle in my throat, and I'm not contagious, but I sound terrible. I'm so sorry about that. And Joy, thanks for just rolling with it.
No problem.
So, apples. It's apple time. Joy is from Weight Watchers, as I told you before, and Weight Watchers has great recipes. I mean, they do the work for you, which I really like. You don't have to think about anything, just follow the recipe.
Absolutely.
The first thing, we've got all apple themes. What's the first thing we're going to take a look at here?
Well, we were talking about being so busy.
Right.
And this is a great time of year to take out your crock pots and to let that do the work for you. Like you said, let Weight Watchers do the work for you. Use the cookbooks, use the e-tools, go to your meetings, but also use the things you have in your house that you haven't used all summer.
So true.
So last night when I made these, I chose 2 things to make in the crock pot, one of which I got out of the Ultimate Chicken Cookbook that Weight Watchers just came out with. I have a piece of trivia for you.
What's that?
Did you know that September is National Chicken Month?
You are kidding me.
No,
it's National
I'm not.
Chicken Month, and I didn't get you a card or anything, Joy.
Yeah, there's no e-cards for National Chicken.
Are you supposed to like save a chicken or eat a chicken?
I don't know.
The chicken would like you to not eat a chicken.
But we would like you to. So.
Exactly. National Eat a Chicken Month.
Yeah. So what I did here is just kind of to get back into the hearty, warm, and keeping the apples and everything in mind. I made an orange mustard chicken with sweet potatoes and apples.
Wow.
And it sounds fancy, doesn't it?
It does sound fancy. And you know what? Can we move that crock pot here so that they can see the...
Absolutely.
Let's move that puppy over here.
And I'm going to tell you, it was so easy. It was
See,
very,
I love
very
that.
easy.
Okay, so put it in here so we can see above
Okay.
and below and all that. Okay, so you put it in last night.
I put in last night. So all you do is you take 4 carrots, 2 sweet potatoes, and an onion. Slice them up and put them in your crock pot.
Okay.
Put 2 chicken breasts on top of that.
2 chicken breasts on top of that. And they're not cooked, they're just raw.
No, just raw, put it on top. And then with our sauce is orange juice, Dijon mustard,
Okay.
salt, pepper, and thyme,
I can do all those things.
garlic.
And garlic, okay.
Okay, and then about when 20 minutes left, so this morning, just when I got here, is you just put a little bit of cornstarch in water to thicken it up a little bit.
All right, so you have a little bit of a sauce.
And then
Okay.
you just cut up an apple.
Okay.
I used a Gala apple, so it holds its form a little bit. If you put the apple in at night, it's going to disintegrate, and you're not going to see. You'll still get the flavor of it,
But you want to see that apple
but
a
I
little
want
bit.
to see that. And it's really,
Do you need a plate? You got a plate. Okay.
I got a plate, and it's falling apart, which is kind of
What
nice.
you want.
I like that.
That's what you want.
So
That is so nice.
now you can put this with a whole bunch of different veggies, and it really depends on what you like.
You did carrots and sweet potatoes. so-
Carrots and sweet
I
potatoes
love
and
sweet
apples.
potatoes. I love that.
So you put that, and it's hearty and it's warm, and the only time it took is how long it took you to cut up the veggies.
And then it's in there, and you did it overnight so you could bring it here, but you put it in the crock pot in the morning and go to work.
Well, even think about it. When we were talking about weekends, how can you plan? That's the best thing, is think about those vegetables. Other than the apple, I could have cut all those vegetables up when I got them right from the store. Those sweet potatoes.
Perfect.
So I didn't have to think about it. And then while I was on my crock pot
Kick.
extravaganza, a little bit of sour cream on that, is steel cut oats. I don't know, have you heard
Yes.
of these?
And they are the way to go, for sure.
Yeah, well, it takes your body longer to process this because there's less processing that goes into the creation and packaging of the steel cut oats. So they keep you fuller longer because you
You're
burn more
working
calories.
to get those processed.
So all I did here, and this was so easy and it smelled so good. Again, you do this right before you go to bed at night.
Okay, so a great idea to keep your morning moving with the kids.
Yes, and my kids, when they woke up this morning, they're like, "Mom, what are you cooking?"
I'm taking it to TV.
I did. I said,
Back,
"Don't
children,
touch it."
back.
And they know when I say that not to touch it.
And so we've got that on the screen a little bit for you. Apples, fat-free milk, water, your steel cut oats. And I know it's a little intimidating. A little sugar, by the way. Then the final ingredients, you're going to put a little butter in there.
And you know what?
Cinnamon.
And the butter is optional. If you don't want to do sugar, you can do maple syrup. You can pretty much do any kind of sweetener you want, agave nectar. I mean, there's so many different sweeteners out there now.
Absolutely.
And then when it's all done, you know, you just have your steel cut oats, which is going to keep you fuller longer, because like I said, it takes longer to digest, so you have that feeling of satisfaction. But also you've got the cinnamon, you've got the sugar.
for lack of a better phrase, it does stick to your ribs. It
Yeah.
feels, and especially, I always felt like, if nothing else, if I could get my kids to eat a hot breakfast, that I got a gold star in the mom book that day.
Well, but think
And
about
this
the
is so
days
great.
that you start off eating breakfast.
Right.
It sets the tone for the whole day.
And if it's conscious, healthy, beautiful, you're going to have a good day. You are going to have a good food day. Now, this, to me, is hilarious. Cake pops are all the rage, and they're too hard.
Oh.
Let me repeat, they are too hard. Do not do cake pops.
They're messy. They get under your fingernails. It's
So
no
this
fun.
is the cutest little idea ever.
Now, I found this idea out from a magazine years ago when my children were a little bit younger, and I've made it every Halloween, every autumn, when their friends come over, any class party. They're adorable. They're mini caramel apples,
Okay, and you melon ball them, right?
melon ball 'em. So you take a smaller one
There you
and
go.
I'll use it here. And when you do it, you want to keep the skin on for a few reasons. One, because you want them to look
Like that.
little
Okay.
apples. Let me take this here.
Okay, it didn't work too badly.
No, that's not too bad. Now, because your apple is juicy, or hopefully your apple is juicy, I have a paper towel here.
All right, so you do a couple of those on your apple.
So you're going to keep this here, and you're going to dry it off a little bit.
Okay.
And what we were talking about before is if you're really crafty and a Pinterest artist, look at what happens to the apple afterward. Look at the little holes that are left in it.
It looks like something out of Dirk Manning's books.
Yeah, and could you imagine if you shellac that and you put some little fake worms?
Worms in there,
out of
gummy
that?
worms or something. Okay,
I'm
cool.
telling you, somebody's gonna pin
Come
this.
up with that.
Okay, so we take these, we melon ball them, dry.
Then do you do these first?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you're just gonna put a little toothpick in, or you can use like one of those lollipop sticks like they
Or a
use for
sword.
kids, or a pretzel,
Oh, cute.
or a sword. Yeah,
Okay.
that would work, Rebecca.
You know, cocktail swords. Okay.
Caramel.
Caramel?
Dip. Just
Really in there, huh?
dunk it in there.
Oh, God. Okay.
And then you can keep it like that, or you can put it in some sprinkles.
I'm going to sprinkle it just a little bit.
There you go.
That is so cute. And then you've got this. What an adorable little party favor.
And it's great for younger kids. It's great for older kids, and it's great for us as
I would
adults.
totally do this, yes.
because, well, first of all, if you've ever made caramel apples,
Yeah.
they're really difficult to eat,
Right,
and
they're a
they're
mess.
huge. And
This
then,
is just that same flavor, but a little bitsy at a time. Little bitsy, my grandma used to say, just a little bitsy.
yeah, and it's fun because for us as adults, when we want the snacks, and that's another thing in Weight Watchers, we try to become more aware of, am I eating a snack or am I eating a treat?
Right.
And we really think that snacks and treats are the same things, but they're not.
Okay, well, I love this idea, and this is a treat that is healthy, as are these others. I'm going to link all of these to fullplate.tv. Thank you, Joy Ermy. Thank you to Weight Watchers, and now's the time if you want to help others to join Weight Watchers. Right? Lose for
Yes,
good.
thank you.
See you next week.